Money work. El mundo quiere dinero. Money work. Se arregla con dinero.
Does Nation, YouTube, what's up family? Welcome if you're new, or welcome back to another video. Man, okay, in this video I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I learned Spanish in under a year. This is actually a part 2 to the other video that I did talking about how I became fluent in Spanish in 3 months. Just to put things into context and perspective, in that video I was talking about how I became conversational in 3 months, which to me is pretty much fluent if you can understand what somebody's saying and be able to express yourself. In this video I'm going to talk about how I am really fluent and talk about deep things, accents and understandings and slangs, all that stuff, right? This video will be talking about that, how I did it in under a year and how possibly you can do it too. This won't be one of those videos where people say that they learned a language but they can't really speak it. Like, nah, I'm really about that. Spanish is my 6th language. Así que por la gente que no me cree que realmente yo hablo español, en ese momento claramente ustedes ven que lo estoy hablando, ¿cierto? Así que en este video les voy a contar cómo yo aprendí español y también voy a compartir con ustedes las maneras que yo creo, en mi opinión, son mejores para aprender español. Ahorita en este momento yo estoy en Colombia y de hecho yo llevo casi 9 meses aquí. Yo he estado viviendo aquí, explorando, disfrutando mi tiempo, todo eso. Así que acá lo aprendí. Así que mucha gente me dice que a veces yo hablo un poco cantado como paisa, pero o sea, se supone que yo no, porque lo aprendí aquí en Medellín con paisas hablando así. Así que en este video voy a decirte todo lo que hice y también todo lo que tú puedes hacer para mejorar, para aprender español, para ser fluido. Así que dale pues, vamos. So number 1, the first thing I did, right, because I've now been speaking Spanish for a year, right, and some change, right, I've actually been consistent, was I use this app, and I'm not sponsored, but they need to sponsor me. Now, I would use this app for an hour a day just to understand the conjugation and the context and all that stuff. This app is called Lingo There. You can learn Spanish from Spain and also Latin America. So I use this app for an hour a day. Back when I was living in the States, and even now that I'm living in South America, I still use it from time to time, right? This app will teach you conjugation. It'll teach you different sayings. It has a lot of Mexican Spanish in it too, which if I would use certain Mexican sayings here, a lot of Colombians would look at me differently. Like, they might understand, but that's why I kind of pivoted from this app to just like learning here in the streets. But Lingo Day is a great app. An hour a day, learn conjugations and different sayings. That definitely helped me, right? The second way is obviously living in a Spanish speaking country. Now, I've spent time in Peru, Mexico, Puerto Rico, Honduras. I've been in quite a few Spanish speaking countries. This has definitely helped me, especially when it comes to understanding different accents and different sayings and all that stuff. Fact is, Spanish is not the same everywhere. Spanish is a very complex language. También cada país tiene su jerga propia. Algunas palabritas que significan muchas cosas en otros lados, si me entienden. Así que it was very beneficial for me to hop around Peru and Mexico and Puerto Rico and Colombia and Honduras to be able to understand and hear all of these different sayings. So living here in Latin America has really helped me be able to advance my Spanish speaking and learning abilities, because I hear it every single day. I'm using it every single day, and I'm hearing different accents, which forces my brain, at least in my opinion, forces my brain to open up and be able to hear and understand different words, different ways of saying things. Because for example, the Spanish that's spoken in the Caribbean, like for example, I'm Haitian. The Spanish that's spoken by Dominicans is not the same that's spoken in Colombia. It's not the same that's spoken in Spain. Like, there's different ways. For example, people here in Colombia might say, estamos cansados. We are tired. Somebody in the Caribbean might say, estamos cansados. Estamos cansados. They'll cut the end of the word, so it's a different type of Spanish. So I recommend that you guys live in a Spanish speaking country. It doesn't matter whether it's in the Caribbean or Latin America or Spain, but live in a Spanish speaking country just to hear it every single day. That's something that definitely helped me out. Number 3, the third way that helped me learn Spanish in under a year, dating Latino women. Okay, now I've dated Mexican, Puerto Rican, of course Colombian. My current girl right now is Colombian. But what was really a game changer was like these women didn't speak any language I spoke. They didn't speak French, they didn't speak English, they didn't speak Creole. So I could only communicate with them in Spanish, and this forced me to be able to like learn, because they were talking super fast, using different words. Dating these women really helped me be able to understand different accents as well. Like I said, from the Puerto Rican Caribbean accent to the Colombian accent to just different accents, and spending time with them really helped me get a better understanding of the language, because I was hearing it every day and there was no other way to communicate. I wasn't using Google translators. Like I had to use context clues and like figure out what they were saying, and that helped me become a way better speaker. Así que eso me ayudó un montón. So that helped me like really be able to understand the complexities of the language, because you know, some of these girls might have been from the coast, they might have been from here, they might have been from da, and it really helped me understand the language. Okay, so I would say if you can date a Latina, right, it's gonna help you really improve your listening comprehension skills, depending on whether she's from the Caribbean, if she speaks really fast or wherever. It's really gonna help you be able to understand the language more in depth. So currently being with a Latina is great practice. I speak Spanish every single day with her, even though my girl does speak a little bit of English and French. But para ser franco con ustedes, saliendo con las latinas me ha ayudado un montón, por decirlo menos, específicamente con mi habilidad de entender las cosas más profundas, como los dichos, como la jerga de la calle, como la gente habla y todo eso. Así que les recomiendo, para poder entender español más profundo, que ustedes salen con las latinas para mejorar tu habilidad, tu comprensión, todo eso. Next, having Latino friends. So I'm in Colombia. I have a lot of Colombian friends. They talk a lot of shit. We have a good time. It's always a fun time every time we step out. And having Latino friends, Colombian friends, Paisa friends, even friends from Peru, how they talk is different. Like hola mi pana and all these different things that they say really helped me understand the slang of the street, from la jerga de la calle, how people speak on the street. Because from like when we're chilling, it's not like a formal setting. Like we could be at a lounge, at a club, at a football game or something, and we're having a good time, you know, like, and they're talking how they normally talk. And so I'm picking on different slang words, I'm picking up on different cadences and like rhythms. They're joking around and all that stuff. I'm with their family and friends, and so I really get to hear and understand how different Latinos speak. You feel me? I've got Dominican friends, Cuban friends, Puerto Rican, Peru, like I said, Honduras, Mexican friends, and so I get to be around their families and I get to hear how everybody speaks, and I'm just like literally like a sponge collecting data from every different region. Like I said, when I'm with my Mexican friends, I'm collecting what they're saying. When I'm with my Colombian friends, I'm collecting what they're saying. Cuban friends, I'm hearing all these different things, and that enables me to have a wide variety of Spanish. And so that's how I was really able to improve my Spanish and learn Spanish. I didn't know any Spanish, and this is how I was able to really learn Spanish and have a variety of vocabulary. Like every time I'm speaking to someone here, they always tell me that they like my accent and they like the words that I use. That's because in one sentence, I'll probably have a word from Cuba, I'll have a word from Colombia, I'll have a word from Peru, I'll even throw in a word from Spain, and I'll fuse it together. I like to play around with the Spanish because it's fun. And so like one of my sentences might have words from 4 different regions. They understand it. It's just the way that I word it is very unique, and that's fun to me. So that's another way that I recommend you guys learn Spanish and better your Spanish. That's how I did it, was having Latino friends. And then last but not least, guys, YouTube videos. There's a bunch of free YouTube videos and channels that help you learn and better your Spanish. I would and still do watch these videos religiously because I really want to get my Spanish to a native level. I think I have probably another hard year, maybe a year and some change before my Spanish gets to a native level. It's amazing what I've been able to do in a year. O sea, todavía no lo creo que realmente yo hablo español. Mierda, realmente lo hablo. So it's like there's times where I really don't even believe that I speak Spanish until I'm like, damn, I really speak it, right? YouTube videos, watching these videos, these conjugation and these slang, regional slang videos, so you can get more intimate with the language, has really helped me improve my comprehension of listening. It's really helped me improve my pronunciation of certain words. You can understand Spanish and speak it, but sometimes your accent will be difficult for other people to understand. I've worked and continue to work on my pronunciation and my accent, right? Obviously, I'm Haitian, so my first language was Creole, French, and English, kind of like at the same time, right? So I speak Spanish sometimes with a little bit of a coastal accent. I don't know why, that's just how I speak it, but I still work on my pronunciation sometimes to fully finish my words, and YouTube videos have definitely helped me with that. So guys, at the end of the day, I gave you these ways on how to learn it, how to better your Spanish, how I've learned it. But at the end of the day, you gotta put in the work, you feel me? You've gotta really wanna learn the language, improve the language, mingle with the people, engage in the cultures. You gotta put in the work. Simple. You can use apps, you can get into a school, you can watch free videos on YouTube if you can. You can date a Latina, get Latino friends, be around Spanish, read books. I also read in Spanish, I write Spanish, I watch movies in Spanish. I'm really dedicated to improving it for probably another year until I move on to Arabic, which is next. Stay tuned for that, man. But yo, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. It really helps the channel and helps the video get out to more people in the algorithm. I appreciate you guys, man. Realmente les aprecio. Gracias por todo. Gracias por viendo este video. Así que nos vemos pronto. I'll see you in the next video, man.